Good morning all and happy Friday. We are in a new month and I hope that your month is off to a great start. Welcome to my Friday Coffee and a Card Live. It is Friday, May 2nd, 2025. And it is wonderful to be here with you today. My name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 28 years, and I love what I do. We have sunshine here today, a high of 79 degrees, chance of rain, and we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. But I don't think it's going to be too severe. They're not saying tornadoes or anything yet. So we are good. All is good. What do I want to tell you today? I am here to help you find the joy of card making, to give you tips and tricks to make it more fun and easier for you, and to encourage you to send out your beautiful creations to others to make their day. Please be sure to give me a hello in the comments if you are stopping by so I know you were here. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know that also. I really appreciate knowing that you have watched my videos, and I love to hear from you guys. Whatever comments you leave me make me happy. Hi, Lori. I'm glad you are here. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments that you leave today through midnight tomorrow and giving away the project that we make today. So be sure to comment as many times as you like. Congratulations to the winner of my last card, Doris Monson. Doris, thank you for watching and commenting, and that card is on its way to you. And then we have a few more winners. Francis Martis, you were the winner of the Sketch Challenge drawing. And my April order drawing winners were Joanne Norton, Joan McPherson, and Stephanie Lango. So thank you so much, ladies. Your kits or your prizes will be mailed out to you soon. And then I also wanted you all to know that all of the free card kits for this month are in the mail and on their way to you. And the thank you cards for those who ordered and didn't get a kit are on the way to you. So thank you. Thank you so much. Watch your mailboxes. Remember, if you can share my video to a crafty group, a crafty friend, your home page, by email, let me know if you do that, and I will give you a bonus entry toward today's card because that really helps me out as a small business owner. Thank you. Hi, Shar. Glad you are here. I think that's it. Let's turn you around and get you down to my table. You'll see my sunshine and greenness out there. Here we are. Let me get this in place. This is me, Maureen Rolfes, the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfes, or you can search on the Crazy Stamping Lady and find me. And you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. Reminder about the rewards program. Every online order you place of $20 or more will now automatically receive 10% back in rewards on a future purchase. That is honestly turned out to be amazing. I have customers with more rewards now, many of them who never ever got rewards before because they never hit that 150 level. So this is just such a great benefit for everyone, and I'm so glad we've implemented it. Your rewards will be totaled and tallied in your online account, so you do need to have an online account with me, and you need to opt into the rewards. Just like with any company, the first time you're in there, they're going to ask you, do you opt in? That way we're not collecting rewards or information on you if you don't want us to. So be sure that you do opt into that. Your rewards will be stored there. They're good for up to a year. It'll let you know in that little place where it tells you rewards when they're going away, so you have plenty of time to use them. I love this new system. Be sure to get your account with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. No cards to share with you, although stick around to the end because I have a couple cards I made I'm going to share with you. Okay, guys, here's the big news of the day. 2 times the rewards on any orders that qualify. So that's a $20 order or more, today and tomorrow only. So instead of earning 10% back, you're going to be earning 20% back on every order you place. Every single product is included in this special, which is amazing. The only thing that's don't count is if you already have a paper pumpkin subscription and you're using that, that doesn't. But if you do a prepaid one, it'll count. If you do a new one, it'll count. So everything counts. All you have to do is have that account, be opted in, place your order. If you need help, let me know. I will be glad to help you. You can also call Stampin' Up at 1-800-STAMP-UP during normal business hours, and they are wonderful, and they can help you also if you have any trouble with the rewards program, with putting in your order, with anything at all. So take advantage of our help. We are here for you. Reminder about the Mountain Majesties Paper Pumpkin Kit. You could do a prepaid subscription right now, put it in, and you can still get this kit as long as you do that by May 10th. This kit is going to be all about men, which I am so happy. Every year we have at least one really masculine set, and believe me, I go through them quick, and this one looks to be beautiful with the mountain scenes, so I'm very excited about that. So May 10th, that subscription period ends. Like I said, all of my kits for orders in April are out. If you want to earn a free card, class, and kit from me for this month, you just have to place a qualifying order in the month of May to earn a free online class and kit. So a $50 order is going to get you a 3 free card packet. The $75 will get you 3 free card packet plus a bonus project, and $100 will get you 3 free card packets, a bonus project, and a half a pack of an embellishment. You're going to also earn rewards on that. So if you placed a $100 order today, you would get this bonus from me at the end of the month, a free class to watch next month using those products, and you would earn 20% back on that order today. So you would have $20 in rewards to use on a future order. I just think that's an amazing system. All small orders that do not earn a kit will receive a handmade card from me at the end of the month, and all orders, no matter how big or small, are entered into my monthly order prize drawing because I appreciate your support. The June class that will put these kits together is going to be mailed out by May 31st because June 1st is a Sunday and I want to get them out before that. And that class will be held on Monday, June 9th. 2024, it says. Wow, I am only a year behind. 2025. Sorry about that. I got to get my head around that. At 11 o'clock a.m. And the card class for the kits that you already earned, the ones that are in the mail for April purchases, that class will be on Monday, May 12th at 11. So mark your calendar for that. And that class is open as well as this one to anyone that wants to watch. It's just if you have the kits, you can put them together with us. Annual catalog and the mini catalog end on May 5th. So guys, that is Monday. When I come back on Tuesday, the 6th, for my next video, we will be into our new catalog and I can share a bunch of new product with you and I cannot wait. I'm excited about that. But it is down to the wire on these catalogs. Everything that is not returning either as an online exclusive or in the new catalog is out there on the last chance list right now. Today we're using product that's not on the last chance list because the first 5 sets I brought up and checked are already gone. So those last chance items are going fast and you want to check that out. And again, a bunch of them are at clearance prices and those still count towards your purchases today to get that 20% back in rewards. So very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. Like I said, I can't show you inside this catalog yet, but I can show you the front, I can show you the beautiful back, and I can let you know we will be talking a lot more about this next Tuesday. Okay, guys, it is Fun Fold Friday for me. We are going to do a little fun fold. This fold is called the Diamond Pole Fun Fold. Now, I've seen a lot of people make this and they didn't call it anything except a fun fold. So I have named mine the diamond pole because it makes sense to me. This is the products we'll be using. This is my measurements, and I will be bringing this back out at the end with the card. So if you want to take a screenshot and get all that information, you can do that. I will also be posting a picture of the card with this in the comments of this video after it is over sometime today. So let's get out our pieces here. So this diamond pole fun fold is honestly really a lot of fun. I had never made one, and I saw it and thought, this will be something fun to play with. So we're going to have a base, and this base is going to start out at 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to do some scoring on that in just a minute. We're going to have an inside piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. A couple other pieces of coordinating designer series paper that are 3 1/8 by 4. A small strip of coordinating paper to add to our envelope. There's a piece of basic white for the inside. This is what you'll be able to write your note on at 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. And a diamond or a square that is, let me remember, it is, now I'm drawing a blank. I did so well up to this point, right? This basic white square is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Got it. There you go. So let me show you the products we're using before we do our scoring and start putting this together. We're going to be using a bunch of, well, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of coordinating products. Now, we're not using all of these today, but I love when we have a ton of stuff that coordinates. So I want to show them to you all. We're going to be using the Bee My Valentine set, stamp set. This is an adorable set, and it says Be My Valentine, but there's really only one Valentine sentiment in here. The rest say, love you, you make my heart buzz, you'll always be the one for me, you're sweet as honey, be mine, I love you no matter what. I have used these a ton of times, guys, for cards that are not Valentine's. So we are not doing a Valentine card today, we're just using this set. And this set coordinates with the Be My Valentine punch, and that punch will cut out the body of this bee when you stamp it. It cuts out a little heart here, and it also cuts out a larger heart that cuts out the wings and this heart right here. So it's very versatile, goes great together. We're not using the punch today, we're just using the set, but it is great. Now those also coordinate with the Meant to Be stamp set. This came out as part of our scrapbooking papers as an online exclusive, our scrapbooking products, because it's a little bit larger. So the sentiments are a little larger, the flowers are a little larger. It's more to be used on scrapbook pages, but if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you 2 cards I made with this set that are cards. They're not scrapbooks, and I love them. So this is here, and then this has an amazing die set that goes with it called Meant to Be that cuts out these great hexagons. Are they hexagons? I think they're hexagons, right? 6-sided? I could be wrong, but I think they are. It cuts out these like a honeycomb type shape, as well as flowers and a bunch of little flowers, and you can cut out 6 at a time, which is super cool. Some sentiments, the bee wings, the hearts, everything. So this is also amazing and coordinates with the other 2 products I just showed you, although we're not using these today. And then to go with that, we have the Cute as a Bee designer series paper. Now, I'm going to show you the different patterns for this. We had a similar set in different colors. It didn't have the pinks or purples that came out a while back, and they reproduced it in this set of designer series paper with the pinks and purples and blues, and I think it is so stinking cute. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs. Look at those. And then if you turn these over and look at the backs, let's see how well I can do that. These are the more neutral designs on the back. They are beautiful. They are perfect for spring and summer this time of year. They make me happy in every way, and we are using these papers. Now, what I wanted to tell you is you have options when you buy these papers. You can buy just the designer series paper, or for a few dollars more, you can buy the designer series paper and this sheet of stickers. Let me get this out of here. It'll be a little easier to see. This sheet of stickers. Now again, this part is made more for scrapbooking, but we're going to be using some of these on our card today. But it has these great big beautiful banners you could use at the top of your scrapbook pages. I do plan to use the rest of what I don't use today on some scrapbook pages, and if I get those together this week, I will show them to you soon, okay? So you have options, just the paper or the paper with the stickers. If you're a card maker, if you're a scrapbooker, either one works really for either, but some of these bigger sentiments are really only going to work on a scrapbook. So let me get that out of the way. Okay, guys, we're going to do some fun fold scoring on here. So I'm just going to set all these pieces to the side. I'm going to grab my scorer. So I think I've told you this before, but just in case, our score cutter comes with a scoring blade and a cutting blade, and you can use them both on the same track. Because I have my grandkids help me when I'm cutting and scoring things, and because I do so much of it, I actually have one for each. One for cutting that has the dark blade, one for scoring that has the light blade. But yeah, use what works for you. You do not have to have two of these. It just works for me as a demonstrator. I also put an extra little ruler up here, just cut it off of one of my pieces of paper that I had that had the ruler on. You also get little rulers in every single one of your paper pumpkin kits, so you could cut it off the edge of that. And then on here, underneath my letters, I don't think you can, underneath my numbers, I don't know if you can see it real well, I did place a strip of tearing tape all the way down. It just makes the numbers a little easier to see. Now, I haven't done that on my cutting board yet, but I think I will, because I've noticed it really does help me this way to be able to see those numbers. So that is just a little tip if you want to try it. It's just on the back. Here it is, the tearing tape. I left the backing right on it, and it works fantastic. So we're going to score, again, this piece of Petunia Pop. This is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and we are going to score it at 2 1/8. I don't know if I'm completely on screen. Let's see if I can push that up a little. I'm going to get right here at the 2 1/8 mark. Now the 2 1/8 is the longer line that comes between the 2 and the 2 1/4. If you don't know that, I think you get pretty used to it as a paper cutter where you're cutting your marks. And I'm just going to use my score blade and score that. And then we're going to score this again at 5 1/2. So I'm going to scoot it on over here to 5 1/2. Get that lined up well. And do another score on there. Okay? So that's how you're scoring this. And those measurements are on the recipe sheet if you take a picture of it. I'm going to take my bone folder and we're going to crease on those folds. And I like to crease both directions. I just think it gives it a really nice finished look when you do that. So I'm going to crease this both directions. Okay. And now this is the front of our card where that little fold is. The next thing I'm going to do is take a ruler and I am going to mark along this side. So this is the section that's 2 1/8 inch in. I'm going to mark along the edge of that at the 2 1/8 inch mark, okay? So I'm just putting a little pencil tick there. And now we're going to do some cutting on here. So let me grab my cutter. And I'm going to turn this around because I cut better when the cutting thing is on my right side. Oh, my stamps are all falling down. Let me straighten those back up here so they don't bug me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that point where I scored this line and place it right into my track of my cutter. And then I'm going to pivot. So you can kind of hold that in place if you want with your finger. And then you're just going to pivot until you get the edge of that tick mark also into that track line. And as soon as you have them both lined up, put this down and cut it so that you have that diagonal. And now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it the other way so I can still see that tick mark. And I'm going to place that score line right in the cutting and place that tick mark right in the cutting. That moved a little bit, sorry. Make sure it's right where I want it. And then we're going to cut that. And all that did is cut this little triangle on the end here. It looks like I've frayed it a little bit on the end, so let me get, I have a emery board here, and I'm just going to come in with that on that corner where it came together, where those little pieces are a little bit frayed, and we're going to emery board those right off so we have a nice little peak there. All right, and then I'm going to keep this because I will use these on another project. I'm actually making a ton of quilt cards for a quilt session that I'm doing, a craft fair, and I'm using these to make the different quilt pieces, all these extra triangles. So that'll work great for me. And I'm also going to grab my eraser on my pencil and erase any of that tick mark that still might be showing there, okay? I'm just going to come down there, make sure that's all off, nice. And now we're good. Now we have the beginnings of this card. That is really all the hard work there is on this, guys. This is a fun fold, and that's the tough part. So let's get together with the rest of our pieces here. We're going to take these two cute bee pieces. Now, the backs are adorable too, so if you'd rather use hearts, of course you could do that. But on this card, I'm going to use the bees. And at the end, I'll show you, like I said, some other cards, but I have another example of this same exact card, actually where I did use some of the hearts on there and stuff. So stick around so you can see that. Both of these pieces are the same size, so these two are each 3 1/8 by 4 inches. I'm just going to put my seal on the back side that I don't want showing. And then I'm going to center that onto that first panel area here. Get it as straight as I can. There we go. I'm going to put the same up. I see a little more frizzy here. I want my frizzies all gone. Keep a little emery board handy, guys. It works so wonderful. Or a sanding block if you have one. I had a sanding block. It is well used, so I decided to replace it with this little emery board. But either one will work. I'm going to come in here and put some more of this seal on the back. And the reason mine's fraying a little bit is probably because my blades are getting ready to be replaced. I use them so much. But they last a ton of time, guys. So we're going to come in here and place this on the inside on that same panel section. So it is exactly behind where the other bees are. You could leave this panel section blank. You could add white there if you wanted more writing area. But I just like the finished look of the cute little bees in there. And I always have tons of designer series paper. And I try not to hoard it. So we're going to do that. I also have a piece of the designer series paper. Now this is really cute on the back too. This has flowers on the back. We're going to use the stripe side on this card. So I'm going to add some seal. Hope your day is going great. Mine's off to a good start. On my second cup of coffee. I got up early and hubby made me breakfast. I've talked to both of my daughters either by chat or phone, so all is good. And I'm going to place this piece. Now this piece of designer series paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and we're going to place this right here. So now when this card folds up, you're going to see the stripes over here and the bees over here. I'm hoping that's making sense as we're getting this together. Now I do want to have an area on the inside of my card to write on. So I have a piece of basic white, and this is 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. I had to make it a little smaller. Well, no, actually I made it, I think, just as wide. These are 3 1/8. I made it a little smaller top to bottom than these because these were 4 inches, and I went down to 3 7/8 on here. And that's because I want a little of that designer series paper showing at the top and the bottom. It's not much because it's only that 1/8 of an inch, but it shows that it continues underneath there. And I'm going to move this over so you see a little bit of the lines on this side. So we're just going to add this. This is the piece I'm adding for me to be able to write my note to someone and tell them I'm thinking of them. Now again, like I mentioned, if this isn't enough for you, go ahead and put a white piece here on this section and you will like double what the area is that you have to write on. But this will be plenty, I'm sure, for me and what I want to say. So we're just going to come in here and place that just like that. Okay, and now when this closes, you can see it covers up that writing area, but when you open it, you have all this beauty to work with. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and place this piece of coordinating designer series paper onto my envelope. And for this, I'm going to use Tombow glue on the back side. And I'm going to come in here with my glue, and I'm not going to ooze it. I don't want a ton of it. So I'm just putting like a small bead along the side, on each side of this. And then I'm kind of spreading it out because I do want glue pretty much over this whole piece of designer series paper. You can see I have a little bit extra here at the top, and that's because this is going to be a little longer than I need it to be for my envelope. So I'm going to just use that part to hang on to as I place this near the edge of my envelope. So I'm going to come in here like that. I'm going to give it a really nice firm pressure, and I like to use my bone folder for this because that helps all of that glue ooze out way to the edges on the paper, and that helps it stay stuck down as it goes through the mail. And let me grab my snips. I'm just going to snip off that little bit of extra there at the top where there was no glue, like that. And then we're going to do our stamping. So let me grab my stamps here. I'm going to be using the Love You stamp. So I'm going to stamp that right onto the front of my envelope here, because you know I don't like naked envelopes. I love them to look adorable. And then I'm going to use the 3 little hearts that also come from this stamp set. And I'm going to add a few of those hearts on here. And this is Pretty in Pink, and the other color was Petunia Pop. So let's add some hearts up here. And then a few more down here. Now this would be a cute card for Valentine's for sure. But I use these for my grandkids, my sisters, my brothers, anyone that I just want to tell them I love them and I'm thinking of them. Yeah, that's what I do. So our envelope is now done. So really the only piece we still have to work with is this diamond that we created. And so I'm going to decorate that. And what I did is I took my ruler and I measured this diamond right across peak to peak. And it's just under 4 inches. So I'm going to take a strip from this scrapbook paper. Now this is stickers. These are all stickers. I'm going to take a piece. I already measured the one above it, so it was just over 4 inches. So I'm just going to use that as my guideline, but otherwise you would just measure over and make a little tick mark, and then you would know how much to cut off so that it works for your project. I'm going to come in here with my snips and go right down those honeycomb like that. And we're going to use this on this diamond piece. So I'm just going to go side to side. Let's see if I can get it pretty straight by using my little grid here. I'm coming just past that peak over there and over to this peak here. And by using the grid either on your paper, as long as you're not pushing down so it sticks on it, or on your glass mat or some other kind of surface you have, it helps you get that really nice and straight across that diamond. We're going to come in here with our snips and trim off those extra pieces on the corner. I'm trying to get them right up to that diamond that we're using. And then I'm going to grab these off of here and throw them in my trash. And they're sticking to my fingers, but that's okay. So that is now decorated like that. Now I'm going to add my same sentiment. So we'll come in here with that love you. And I'm going to place that down here below that strip. Just like that. And we're going to grab our hearts again. And I'm going to add some hearts to this. So we'll do a few hearts on this side. And a few more on this side. And then I think I'm going to put some hearts also inside here up in the corner. Just like that, to kind of pull that whole little heart theme right through on this card. Alrighty, now I'm going to take this and we're going to put it right onto the front where that triangle folds back. And if you look, you can see that I can match up where the top of my diamond is and the bottom of my diamond right with that score line, and it'll give me a nice even border all the way on this side. So I want my glue only on this side right here of this piece. So I'm going to flip it around just because it's a little easier for me to work this way. But I'm making sure as I lay this glue down, I'm going to use my seal. You could use Tombow if that works better for you. But I'm making sure as I lay it down, I'm keeping it to this side of those two peaks. Okay? So now we have that, and I'm going to come back in, lay this on here, put my peaks right on those lines one more time. And now we've formed our little diamond pole. So there's our diamond. And when you open it up, it folds in on your card, just like that. Isn't that a cute little fun fold? I was so thought it was so cute when I saw it and thought I have to make this. So there's that. Now I want to add a bee to this. And we're going to add one of the bees from our stickers. And I want one, let me see, I think I just want a plain bee, and I think I'm going to grab this guy right here. So these bees are adorable. You could stamp and cut them out or use the dies or the punch, but I just wanted to show you how you can use the stickers on your cards. And we are going to lay this bee so that it's coming up partially onto that center piece right there and sticking it down. Now, this goes over the edge of my diamond, and it does have sticky on, so I don't want that sticky to catch on this layer. So the best way to remove sticky where you don't want it on stickers is to grab your embossing buddy, if you have one, and you are just going to take it and pounce on that sticker area a couple times and rub it off, and now it is no longer sticky at all. I can push it down on my card. It is not going to stick. It just pops up. So embossing buddies are great for that. This embossing buddy is part of our embossing additions toolkit. If you don't have one, you can get them other places. They're sold at other places beyond Stampin' Up. Also, you can just use a baby sock filled with cornstarch, or even cornstarch in a bowl, and just put a little bit on your finger and rub it across the stickers. It's going to have the same effect. You just want something on there to cover that stickiness, okay? And then we got to put a little bling on here. So for my bling, I'm going to be using the online exclusive Starburst sequins. You guys know I love my sequins because they lay so nice and flat. And these are a little different than most of the sequins. I don't know if you can see online. I'll try to tip it. They actually have a little starburst kind of pressed into them. So it gives them a little extra character. And I think for this one, I'm going to use the yellow ones. So let me grab a yellow starburst and put one down here. And then another, do I want the big or small? I think I'm going to use another larger one. There's no right or wrong to this. And we'll place that one up over here close to that little strip. And then I'm going to take one more, so I have my 3, and I'm going to use a smaller one for this. And we'll place this one up here kind of behind the bee and his wings. So that is our diamond pull card. This is the one that I'm giving away. I think it's adorable, fun, easy. It lays so nice and flat. This is going to go through the mail perfect. Now, if you didn't want to use designer series paper on all these areas, you could use another color cardstock. You could do cardstock and emboss it. There's lots of fun things you can do to make this little card your own, but I think it is cute. And diamond pull just makes sense because I'm pulling on that diamond when I open and shut it. So let me show you the one I did ahead of time. Again, this is the one I'm giving away. I did one ahead of time. Envelope the same way, but with coordinating paper for this design. It's the same design. It opens up the same way, just like that. It only uses different designer series paper than I did on this one that we just made. And then I want to show you two more cards that I made using this designer series paper for my clubs or for my classes last month. Here's one, and these now use both of these cards that I'm going to be showing you. Use the sentiments from the meant to be that are a little bit larger, like I mentioned, and great for scrapbooking. But I put this one on here. It just says cute as can be. I have layers of the different colors of scrapbook paper and a little bow, and on the inside a place to write. So that was card one from my class. And then for our other card, we did this cute little pull tab card. So it's a pocket card. You've seen me do this. I did one very similar not so long ago on one of these lives. And this little card just fits down in there. And did our big bee, and this one says, love this life. And I added a few little of our gold hearts and a little bow to it. So I think it turned out adorable. I will use these and send them off to friends. It is fun designer series paper, cute stamp sets, and so much that coordinates with them. So lots of fun to play with. But again, today, this is the card I am giving away. Let me grab my measurements and bring them over here and put them if you want to take a screenshot of this today. Again, I will be posting this in the comments also, so you will have it there if you need it. Thank you for taking some time out to be with me today. I hope you like this project and some of the tips and tricks I shared with you. Don't forget to leave your comments for a chance to win this card. You have till tomorrow night to enter, so I'd love to hear from you. If you are part of my Global Inspiration Stamp Team group, which is there for any of my customers and any of my team members, mark your calendars for next weekend. 1 week from today, May 9th and 10th, we will be having Global Inspiration Stamp Team presentations that are all about the new catalog and the new in colors. And if you are a customer or a team member and you want to be part of that group and aren't already, drop me an email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com and we will get you in there. Finally, I would love to have your business, everyone. If you're looking for Stampin' Up! Products, or if you're interested in joining my Crazy Stampin' Ladies team, or if you want to come to a class, hit me up. I am here to be your creative coach. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me at crazystampinglady@gmail.com and I promise I will get back to you. Don't forget the double rewards going on today and tomorrow on any order $20 or over. Don't miss out on that. I do not know how often Stampin' Up! Is going to do that. They're doing this one in honor of Scrapbook Day, which is this weekend. It's really Scrapbook, I think Saturday, Scrapbook Day, National or International Scrapbook Day. But all products qualify, not just Scrapbook qualifies. So that is awesome. I plan to be here next Tuesday, same time and same place. We'll be looking at the brand new catalog and some products out of there. So I hope you plan to join me then. And until then, have an amazing weekend. See you all soon. Bye-bye.